gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to tonight's battle in the borough contest between the Immaculata Spartans and the Glassboro Bulldogs. Before we start tonight's game, let's meet tonight's officials. The head referee is Brandon Handy. The umpire, Shandon Johnson. The linesman, John Wolcott. The line judge, Nick Gargano. The field judge, Andrew Holtz. The side judge, David Wessels. And the clock operator, Joe Spiriglio.
Glassboro, you have one to toss. Glassboro has one to toss and elected to defer. Immaculata will receive. Gentlemen, shake hands.
I'm shooting for you guys.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another season of Unitas Caritas here. Immaculata Football is here once again. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I'm Jacob Schmidt. It is a hot and humid one out here in Glassboro, New Jersey. We're at Rowan University's field, Coach Rickard Wacker Stadium, as Immaculata takes on the Glassboro Bulldogs. They have been undefeated the last 2 seasons. They currently hold the longest New Jersey State high school streak. And with a ton of firepower commits going on, we are in for quite a ride, let me tell you that. It is so wonderful to be back with you all once again here on Unitas Caritas. And we have a lot going forward for you guys. So first off, just want to give a shout out to the Unitas Caritas Foundation out here preserving the proud Spartan tradition, being able to bring you tonight's game. Head on over and join the club at www.unitascaritas.com. Click and the link, join the club. Thank you so much for your support here once again. The game was delayed over an hour. Actually, I think close to an hour and 15 minutes at this point, and it was quite the drag to get it moving here. And we are finally ready to go. A new season of the Spartans comes underway as Immaculata takes the kickoff return. Still going, and a lot of new faces, but one familiar that you've heard the last couple years. That is Jaden Drake Murray, now a senior for the Spartans, playing linebacker and running back.
To the 34.
And he brings that one over to the 34-yard line against Glassboro. So as we start the opening of tonight's drive, going to give you a little bit of background here. It is a new look Immaculata as they are sporting a new head coach. Head coach Dallas Whitaker is first here with Immaculata, coming over from Somerville a few years ago where he won a couple state championships, bringing over a whole entire new type of offense, the air raid offense, something we have not seen here the last couple years. Formerly known as a wing T school, Immaculata no more, going 0 to 100 air raid. Jamie Marin in at quarterback. So he's going to be the one leading the helm for the Spartans, the junior. And the start of the offensive season starts off hot as Immaculata gets a false start. It's going to be 1st and 15. Bear with us one moment, folks, as we had all but 10 to 15 minutes to get saddled up here. We're working on getting the sideline camera angle, so we have our alternative camera angle running right now here by our very own Serafina Rosati. So while we work to get that done, we're going to start with this camera angle as Marin drops back the pass and finds no luck there. Gets taken down for a sack. Glassboro starting off hot here on defense, and that's going to bring them to a 2nd and long. It's going to look like 2nd and 21 here. And another thing that you'll understand about this Immaculata offense is regardless, they are very, very quick in tempo. As we see another false start, looks like it's going to come their way here. And just like usual on the broadcast here, we are working out some kinks on and off the fields. Hopefully we'll get that squared away as well. It was quite the drive down here. A lot of Spartan faithful out in the away section here. And we always appreciate support at home and on the road. So 2nd and 26 now for the Spartans. Marin in the shotgun, 3 receivers out left. Drops back, looks to his left, throws a short one over the right side. That one is tipped by the Glassboro defensive line, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Jimmy Marin III's pass is incomplete.
So we're working on a few things here between the scoreboard and the alternative camera angle. So appreciate all of y'all bearing with us here as we get a new season underway. 3rd and long for the Spartans, 3rd and 26 to be specific. And now is a better time than ever to get the air raid offense working as yet another flag comes in.
On the play.
It looks like it's going to be a false. Oh, it's going to be an offsides this time. So Immaculata gets their first positive yardage by way of a penalty, but they still have a long way to go here. 3rd and 21. As Marin drops back, throws it over to the left side. That ball drops on the ground, incomplete for number 7, Ben Terry. Ben Terry, a transfer to the Spartans, junior defensive back and wide receiver. He's going to be one of those guys to look out for during this Spartan season.
It's now an Immaculata 4th down.
4th and 21. Immaculata obviously going to punt it away here, and we're going to see Money Mitch Carr, the now senior, come out for the Spartans. Punt this one away to Glassboro. Still working on that camera angle. I'm on my lonesome out here, so we're going to try to make do with it. As he kicks that over to the left side, Spartans are going to try for a friendly bounce, and they're going to get that a little bit past the 45, and Glassboro is going to take over just around midfield, perhaps around 44.
43-yard line.
So yeah, just a point of note while I'm working on some things in the background here. Glassboro, like I mentioned, has not lost a game in a couple years, almost since UCTV started at this point. And they boast a handful of Division I commits, one of which you'll see on the field right now.
First down,
number 0
for the Bulldogs.
Number 0 for Glassboro is widely considered the number 2 prospect in the state of New Jersey. That is Xavier Saab. He is a wide receiver and defensive back, 6'1", 200, Oregon commit for the Bulldogs, and he's going to be the one that's going to lead the charge for this offense right here. At the quarterback position, number 13, Bryson Daniels is a freshman, 5'10", 160. Glassboro had another quarterback transfer in. I believe it was number 4, Charlie Folk, but he is ineligible to play in tonight's game due to the 30-day transfer period window. So they're going to go live out here with the freshman. And we're going to see what Glassboro does here on their first offensive play. 1st and 15 from their own 38. And the whistles continue to run amok early on in this contest.
Offense number 51. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
So we are getting ourselves all situated here. All right, that time is somewhat accurate. There's about 10.5 remaining.
It's now 1st and 20 for the Bulldogs at their own 33.
1st and 20 for Glassboro. That one's handed up the gut. And a good gain there for the Bulldogs. It's number 9, Sheen Butler on the carry. But more laundries coming out on the field. We'll wait to hear from that one.
Illegal participation on the defense, number 56, 15-yard penalty.
All right, folks, I think we're moments away from getting our main camera feedback. And just waiting on the next play of the game here. 10 minutes and 33 seconds remain in the first quarter. Nothing noteworthy to write home about for either team so far. Glassboro had a quality stand in the defensive drive. And they're going to look to make something happen here in the offensive circuit as they get down to the Spartans' 48. A little jet sweep handoff to Sab. Sab's going to make a couple moves, and he's going to find himself a nice gain. But once again, there is more laundry on the field. So we're going to wait to see what that flag is.
The flag on the play.
Listen into the PA and see what it's all about.
Holding. Offense number 9. 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
Offensive holding. That one's going to bring it back. Ten minutes and 13 seconds. And what would you know, folks? We got it. We have our camera angle. So now we can go see some full game action for your enhanced viewing experience. 1st and 11 for the Bulldogs. We're going to hand that up the gut. We're going to get good coverage here. The Spartans going to take him down around the 47-yard line.
Tackle made at the Glassboro 48. Jojo DeLeese with the carry.
Rowan getting to there. Excuse me. I'm going to say Rowan more than once tonight. That is the Rowan Professors logo at midfield. And Glassboro are the Bulldogs. And wouldn't you know it, a little tidbit of information, Glassboro High School, you could legitimately kick a rock across from the high school parking lot to the college campus. It is right next to it. So I'm sure these Bulldogs are super excited to be playing on a college level field tonight. As Glassboro runs that wide, gets it down to around the 45. And I believe that's going to be enough for or be just short of a first down. Chain gang looks like they're trying to move, getting waved on by the referee, and it is in fact enough. First and 10 on the screen. There we go. 1st and 10 at the Immaculata 47. And just as there is a new look head coach, not only do we have new look offensive coordinators, we have new look defensive coordinators as well.
Glassboro.
As there is a timeout there.
First short time of the half.
Well, we'll get to that in a moment, but we're going to come back right with you in 30 seconds here on UCTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to stop by our concession stand. Hot dogs, pizza, baked goods, watermelon, candy, all for sale. Also, we'd like to thank Lissio's Deli, Nick's Pizzas Glassboro, Tom's Coffee, and Kona Water Ice for their support for today's event. Glassboro has 1st and 10 on the Immaculata 47.
We're back here on UCTV, 1st and 10 at the Immaculata 47. Glassboro's going to hand that out left to Zab. He's going to spin move, grab an extra couple yards there. And it's going to be a second.
Xavier Zab with the rush.
Coming up.
It was good for a 5-yard gain, now 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 coming up for the Bulldogs. Just under 8 minutes. It is 9 o'clock, and we have gotten merely a few minutes only into this game so far. So we're going to be hanging out with you for a little bit down here in Glassboro, New Jersey at Rowan University. Rolling out left, little tunnel screen. Glassboro completes that. Good gain, couple moves. Glassboro still on the feet inside the 10, fighting for the end zone, and that one's going to be just a touch short down on the 2-yard line. Big change of play there. That was over to number 1, Mackay Parker, the junior for the Bulldogs.
To number 1, Mackay Parker.
And the Bulldogs are knocking on the doorstep of the Immaculata Spartans.
It is now Bulldogs 1st and goal.
First and goal, a little bit of a unique formation here for the Bulldogs. Bunched up in the center. Hand up off the middle. Bounces out towards the outside. And an easy touchdown there for Xavier Zab. Puts the first points of tonight's game on the board. Glassboro jumps out to a 6-0 lead.
Scored by number 0, Xavier Zab.
Pending the extra point here. Glassboro has built themselves up to be quite the prominent team here, not only in South Jersey, but in the state as well. It looks like they're going to be going for a 2-point conversion here. Daniels and DeLeche, the 4th, out in the backfield. He's going to drop back, throw it over.
The 2-point conversion is good.
I believe that's number 8. Riley Brown Dispensa. Glassboro's going to put up 2 more points. So in this interim, we'll give a little bit of background
on the 2-point conversion from number 8, Riley Brown
team.
Dispensa.
Glassboro in the 2023 football season. All right, let's start there. Let's take it back a few years ago.
Glassboro 8, Immaculata
2023
0.
football season for Glassboro was a new era for them when head coach Timmy Breaker took over for them. They had a 9-4 record, which was pretty solid. They went as far as all the way to go to the NJSIAA Group 1 Championship Final against Mountain Lakes, where they took a heartbreaking 24-6 defeat. Then fast forward to the 2024 season. A perfect 13-0, where they capped off a Group 1 Championship Final against Cedar Grove, 56-14. And then you take it to last year, the 2025 season, 14-0. 14-0 again. They beat Cedar Grove in the NJSIAA Group 1 Championship Final, 29-14. As Immaculata gets out to a nice run there, Jaden Drake Murray gets that all the way up almost to midfield. So yeah, let's talk about Glassboro, right? Their last loss came on October 6th, on November 26, 2023. And since then, they have won 13 games in 2024 and 14 games in 2025. They are on a 27-game win streak. So if you want to talk about Immaculata playing formidable opponents, look no further than this year, where they have arguably one of the tougher teams around in Glassboro here. Down 8-0 halfway through this first quarter. Immaculata is really going to have to show their worth, as that first drive was, quite frankly, anything less than stellar, and definitely not something Coach Whitaker and the rest of the staff was hoping to see. But again, when you're working with a young team, running a whole new offense, meshing chemistry is just one of those things that comes along. We'll see if Immaculata can bring it forward as we move on throughout this game. Only the second offensive drive for them. Marin here in the backfield. He's going to look to throw over the middle. And that one's picked off by the Bulldogs. Number 21 going inside the 5. Wait for the signal. And that's a touchdown for the Bulldogs. Number 21, Joseph DeLecci, the 4th. Making plays on both sides of the ball, offense and defense. And Glassboro showing their worth here. 2 quick scores. 14-0 here early on. Certainly going to be a turning point in this game. Immaculata needs to come back and show something in this next offensive drive when they get it back, because 2 quick shots, you can get a little bit rattled, you know. So we're gonna have to see what goes on here. The referees are conferring about something over on the sideline. I'm not exactly sure what. Shouldn't be of any peculiar importance relative to the score. Looks like they had a flag that they picked up. Nonetheless, it is in fact a 14-0 score. And the Bulldogs once again. Well, looks like they're a little bit of confusion there themselves. Looks like this time they are going to attempt an extra point.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Dead ball, personal foul, number 52, Glassboro. Sideline warning. Glassboro. The 15-yard penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
Glassboro to attempt their extra point. That kick is up. That one doinks off the goalpost.
Kick off the uprights and no good.
And it's going to be no good. It's going to stay 14-0. 7 minutes and 8 seconds left in this first quarter. Glassboro up 14-0. We'll be back with you momentarily here on UCTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're having fun at Battle in the Borough, make sure you grab some Battle in the Borough merch, some t-shirts being sold underneath the scoreboard. If you already pre-ordered, your shirts should be ready.
While we're waiting for the kickoff, want to give a shout out to one of our sponsors for tonight, Sorella's Pizza and Pasta, family owned and operated over in White House Station, New Jersey. Give them a call over at 908-534-5976 or head on over to the Station Center Mall at 547 Route 22 East. Sorella's Pizza and Pasta. Go ahead for all your lunch and dinner needs. Big fan of Sorella's. Want to thank Ralph over there at Sorella's for his continued support and for his continued business, supplying food for the team. As that kick goes a little bit oury, and Immaculata's just going to have to fall on it a little bit deep in their territory. Drake Murray falls on it.
Inside the 15.
And Immaculata's going to start just around their own 15-yard line. So while this is considered a neutral game, or for scheduling purposes an away game for the Spartans, it certainly is a home game for Glassboro. Like I mentioned, I can pretty much see the high school from where I'm sitting on the field right here. Immaculata was about a hour and a half, 2-hour drive to get down here.
At their own 16.
So definitely a lot of pressure, a lot of eyes watching this new frame Immaculata Spartans team, and we'll see how they do under the lights. Hasn't been the most ideal of starts, to say the least, for them so far, but we'll see what comes of it next. Marinette, quarterback, once again throws it out to his running back Kenneth Sharpson. Makes a couple moves. He's going to go down right around the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Jamie Marin, the third's pass is complete to number 3, Kenneth Sharperson.
Sharperson, another transfer, new face for Immaculata, defensive back and running back junior. It's Immaculata once again on the quick offense. Throws that over to number 7, Ben Terry. They're going to pick up some yardage there.
It's complete to number 7, Ben Terry.
And I can't lie, I got caught looking down at my screen. I forgot how quick the Immaculata offense is. We were already on the next play. Handoff up the middle. It's going to be good for about a gain of 1 for the Spartans.
Short gain on the play.
Already back on the ball for the next play.
Davon Barr, the one to take him down.
New personnel change for the Spartans.
It is now a Spartans 4th and 1.
4th and 1 for the Spartans, and it looks like they're going to send the punt team out here alongside Mitch Carr. Definitely, at this point in the game, with where we're at, dangerous territory to try to go for it on 4th down, even if it's only a yard, but maybe there's some tricks up the sleeve. But the play clock is winding out, and that is going to be a delay of game. So unless they call the timeout.
Timeout, Immaculata.
Yep, Immaculata is going to call a timeout here. They use their first timeout of the half. 5 minutes and 29 seconds left on the clock. And they're going to talk it over here. And while we're at it, let's give another shout out to another one of our new sponsors for today. If you're done eating at Sorella's and you need a sweet treat, why don't you head on over to Rita's Ice Custard Happiness. 2 locations, Rita's of Bridgewater over at 1359 Prince Rogers Avenue, right across from the Prince Rogers Baseball Complex, or at Rita's of Bridgewater 202, 726 Route 202, Building 300. So we want to thank Rita's so much for their sponsorship of Unitas Caritas. As we bring you back to the action, Mitch Carr ready to punt it away. So they're running down the last couple seconds of the clock, the play clock that is. Carr sends that one off into the night sky. Glassboro's going to let it go. It's getting a favorable bounce. And they're going to let that one roll down to the 29-yard line.
The punt by number 10, Mitch Carr, falls
and the
within
Bulldogs
30.
are going to take over at their 29. 5 minutes and 15 seconds left to go in this first quarter. And we'll see what goes on for this defensive set for the Spartans.
First and 10 at their own 24.
Ready to go here once again, folks. First and 10 for the Bulldogs. Pistol set, hand up the middle. And that's going to be good for about a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 coming up. Yeah, so we've talked a lot about Dallas Whitaker, the new first-year head coach for the Immaculata Spartans, but there are plenty of new faces. The entire coaching staff is basically new here at Immaculata. And since we're on the defensive end, we'll talk a little bit about the new defensive coordinator for the Spartans, Tommy McIntyre, also known as T-Mac, coming on over from the IMG Academy area. He's here to helm the Spartans defense. 2nd and 7 here. Shotgun formation, one running back to the right. Sweep to Zab. He's going to find a little bit of space. He's going to be taken down, 3rd and short. Flag on the play. We'll wait to see what that one is all about.
Xavier Saab taken down 2 yards beyond the marker. But there's a flag on the play.
I believe they're going to call a holding.
Offense number 1. 10 yards. Still 2nd down.
I have to say, sometimes it is hard to hear what the penalty is because I am wearing a headset, but when I hear the Immaculata faithful clapping behind me, I can only assume it's a positive thing. And it looks like that is, in fact, a holding, so it's going to be, I believe, 2nd and 17, if I'm not mistaken, or if it's a holding at the spot of the foul.
Ball spotted at the Glassboro 22.
Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 11. Ball at the Glassboro 22.
2nd and 12 upcoming.
One receiver out right. Man in motion. Doubles right out. Play action. He's going to try to run for it. And the Spartans going to come up big here. Big play there. As they get their defense going. That's number 55, Armani Camejo, the senior, on the takedown. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Spartans sack. It's a Bulldogs 3rd and 15.
Doubles left. Nope. Gonna wait for a moment here.
Timeout. Glassboro. 2nd charge timeout and a half.
And timeout called by Glassboro. 3rd and 15 coming up. We'll be back with you momentarily. Welcome back here on UCTV. While we're waiting for him to come back on the field, I'll go back to my prior point. We were just talking about Tommy McIntyre, the new defensive coordinator for the Spartans. We'll go through some of the other coaches on the staff as well. Manning the defensive line is Darius Hamilton. Linebackers is Steve Longa. And Keenan Reed works as the special teams coordinator and with the defensive backs, alongside Noah Stansberry at the defensive backs and Joseph Toto as the assistant defensive line. 3rd and 15 here for Glassboro. Drop back to pass, looking over the right. He's going to throw a deep ball over to the right side to Zab, and that one's going to be thrown out of bounds. And Immaculata gets a stop. It's going to be 4th and long. They stop the bleeding. Get a little bit of change of pace going. And they're going to be looking for the ball. Bear with us one moment as we readjust our main feed from the sideline. Immaculata has a man deep back to receive. Glassboro punts it off, gets it off clean. That one's going to be let go. Ben Terry back there. He's going to let that one roll out. And it's going to get down to right around the 45-yard line. And Immaculata is going to take over at the 45. Although I think there was some laundry thrown on the field, so we'll wait and see about that. There's no foul. And Immaculata will, in fact, have it at their own 45. Immaculata starting with the best field position they have all night. And after having a quality defensive stop deep in the Glassboro territory, they're going to look to make something happen here. And again, like we mentioned before, it is a matter of just working out the kinks. And when you have an entire new coaching staff, and I mean, I'm talking about a new coaching staff. They have upwards of 15, 16 new coaches. They have dozens of new transfers and a completely new offense, a relatively new defense. It's a lot to iron out, and especially in a few months' time when they start doing some things competitively in spring ball of that nature. So we'll see if they find their way here. Marin in the backfield. Jaden Drake Murray set out to his left. We're going to have two receivers out right, one tight end in motion in the setback. Marin hands it up to Drake Murray. And that one's going to be complete for a couple of yards. Looks like it's going to be about 2nd and 8 coming up. Getting down to about 2.5 minutes here in the first quarter. Immaculata looking to get over midfield. Marin, quick pass over to Ben Terry. Ben Terry finds some space down the left side. Ben Terry has an open space down the lane. He's going inside the 30. And a big play there. Unfortunately, there is a flag on the play, and I can only assume that that is an offensive penalty. So we'll wait and see on that, but I'm going to jump the gun, as an announcer shouldn't do, and say that is an offensive penalty. And if the collective groaning, audible groaning behind me wasn't enough to confirm my suspicions, as you can see the players walk back behind midfield, it is in fact a holding. And that's going to push the Spartans back to a 2nd and 20. Well, now they're moving back up forward. So it looks like nobody on the field knows exactly where they're going. But I guess Immaculata has a 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. They're over midfield here. Man in motion, one receiver out left, trips to the right. Marin looks, throws to the left, little bit of a screen. Throws it over to Kenneth Sharperson, picks up a decent gain. And Immaculata has a little bit of tempo offense going on here. A couple nice short plays back-to-back, a little bit of motion. Immaculata right back on the ball. Marin hands it up to Sharperson. Sharperson finds a lane out to the outside. He breaks a couple tackles. He's inside the 20. He spins around. He's going inside the 10, fighting his way. And he gets down to the 7-yard line. Big run there for Kenneth Sharperson. And there's a lot going on. Immaculata in the red zone. And for what it's worth, where I'm positioned on the field, I am just inside the 20-yard line, right by the Immaculata sideline. So, God forbid a long run happens or a touchdown, I might get trampled. But hopefully they stay inside the 20. But 1st and goal here at the 8-yard line. Marin in the shotgun, Drake Murray to his right. Marin rolls out right, throws it over to the right side. He's got a Ben Terry wide open. That one's going to be a touchdown. Number 1 on the season for Immaculata by way of Marin to Terry. And Immaculata scores their first points of the 2026 season. That makes it a 6-14 game. Immaculata showing absolutely nothing of character or merit the first couple drives, and then comes down for an astute 50, 60-something yard drive and scores a touchdown to get right back in this game. As Money Mitch Clark comes on for his first extra point of the season. As we wait away, Leo DiCarlo, number 42, on the hole. The kick is up, and it's good for Money Mitch Carr. Glassboro 14, Immaculata 7. 1 minute and 19 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Don't go away, folks. This game is just getting started. Welcome back here to UCTV. Rowan University, Richard Walker Stadium, Immaculata versus Glassboro. 1 minute and 19 seconds of the first quarter. Immaculata kicks off to Glassboro. That one's hit off to Zab. Zab finding some space. Could be taken down around the 20. There is laundry all around the field. And there are a bevy of flags that have littered this field. And like we've made the joke in prior seasons, if there's a laundromat company that wants to sponsor, you got one at these games, let me tell you.
Flags thrown on the previous play.
The referees, I feel, arguably are talking more than me sometimes, you know? So we're going to wait and see what that one's all about. But Glassboro, deep in their own territory. Listening to the line judges in front of me, trying to get a beat on where this flag's going to be. But I'm waiting for it.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holder, return team. That is going to be declined. Block below the waist, number 7. That penalty is going to be enforced half a distance. First down, Glassboro.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line for Glassboro. They get called on a block below the waist, or as my good buddy sitting next to me, as they call it in the olden days, a chop block. And that's going to send them back to the 11-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs. They're going to have a long way to go.
After the penalties, the spotting of the ball will be at the Glassboro 10. It's a Bulldogs 1st down.
And we're ready to go here once again. 1 receiver out right, 1 out left, 1 running back in the backfield for the Bulldogs. Hard count, no good. Handed up the middle. Lots of space there for Glassboro. Riding the forward, ball on the ground. Immaculata on the recovery. And that one's going to be picked up by Jaden Drake Murray. Oh my goodness. Hello. Let's take another look at that one. Ball loose on the ground. Murray slaps it in front of him, and he comes up with it. Okay, Immaculata showing something. What a wild first quarter this has been. We're sitting at around just a minute left in the first quarter, and if you watched the first half of this game, folks, you would have thought Glassboro would have ran away with this. And if you've watched the last half of this, you would have thought Immaculata would have ran away with it. So here at the Battle of the Borough, as they're calling it, this sure is one right now. Immaculata has a primo opportunity to do something here at the Glassboro 21. Marin in the backfield. Hands it off to Ben Terry. Ben Terry does a reverse cut back from where he was sweeping from. And that one isn't ideal for him. Only picks up a couple yards. Looks like it's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up.
Avion Warfield with the tackle.
Boy, let me tell you one thing. I'm thankful that the chain gang is on this side of the field because it's going to be a lot easier to call it. All right, 45 seconds. Man in motion. Marin drops back, fakes a throw, rolls out right. Throws it over to Drake Murray. Drake Murray fighting through. Drake Murray gets down to the 7-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal. 30 seconds left.
It's complete to number 1, Jaden Drake Murray.
Immaculata showcasing their now signature quick offense. 2 receivers out left. Hayden out right. Man in motion. Marin rolls out left. Cuts back inside, goes to his right, finds some space inside the 5, slides to the end zone, and they're going to call it a touchdown. I don't know. I thought he might have been. Let's take a look at it again. Let's take a look at this replay here. Marin. It's close. It's definitely close, but they call it touch. Or no, they call it down on the 1. Okay, I was going to say. Everybody's screaming in my ear touchdown, but it is because I'm on the Immaculata sideline. So, but I did think it was really close. But Immaculata is knocking, banging on the doorstep, or however the phrase goes. At the end of this first quarter, Glassboro 14, Immaculata 7. We'll be right back with you as we switch sides on UCTV.
Spartans. First and goal at the Glassboro 1.
First play of the second quarter, handoff to Drake Murray. He's going to be shoved down behind the line. Immaculata's going to get quickly back on the ball. Second and goal coming up.
First tackle by Maurice Davis Jr.
It's going to be at the 2-yard line. Immaculata making some personnel changes on the field here. Unfortunately for me, they're down on the far side.
Third and goal.
Third and goal. Handed off up the gut. And it looks like that one's going to be good for a touchdown. Kenneth Sharperson finds his way in the gold and brown. That's going to be a touchdown for Immaculata.
Kenneth Sharperson.
And the PA announcer on the field tonight is getting into it. He's beating me on the excitement so far. I got to step the game up. But Mitch Carr on to attempt his second extra point of the night to tie this game up. Kick is up. That one is good.
Flag on the previous play.
But I do believe it'll be, we'll wait and see, an encroachment. I think they're asking Coach Whitaker what he wants to do, whether decline the penalty and take the extra point or accept it for all but a yard of difference.
You're right.
They're going to decline the encroachment penalty.
Penalty is on the defense, and that penalty
and they're going to have to kick again because I believe it was in fact, a dead ball foul. Ergo, Carr's previous kick was a dead ball. Now they're going to go up this time.
Oh, he hit him!
Carr sends that one in, up and good.
The kick is up, and the kick is good by number 10, Mitch Carr.
And Immaculata, after not starting the game off so hot, ties it up here.
The score is
14 to 14.
14.
11 minutes and 22 seconds
14.
left in this game. And we are tied up once again. Be back in 30. Glassboro to receive.
Okay, just run this direct, and then I'm going to split it off down there.
Welcome back here to UCTV. Spartans getting ready to kick it away to the Bulldogs. Mitch Carr back to kick. 14-14 here at the Battle of the Borough. Mitch Carr kicks that one off. And the Bulldogs are going to let that one sail into the end zone. And they're going to take over at their 25-yard line. And while Immaculata is on defense now, I will give a shout to the new offensive coaching staff for Immaculata, as they've scored 2 straight times so far. Assistant head coach and offensive coordinator is Brian Capriola. R.J. Cobbs is the tight end / recruiting coordinator. Scott Shepard back for another stint at Immaculata with the running backs. Assis Dubois with wide receivers. Chris Coles with offensive line. Duke McDuffie is the assistant wide receivers coach. And Matt Parati as an assistant coach. So a whole new staff loaded with talent. As Glassboro runs to the outside, finds some opening space, and they're going to be taken down for a few yard gain. So moving on to the second quarter, it'll very much be a momentum change and a dynamic to see which team shows their prowess. As Glassboro took an early lead, Immaculata has fired back twice. We'll see if Glassboro has something within them to stop the streak and bring something back of their own. Bulldogs have one receiver way out wide. That's Zab. One receiver out right. They were going to send that one up the middle. And it's only going to be a few yard gain. Bulldogs getting some chunk yardage here and there. It's going to bring them to a 3rd and short, right around their 24-yard line. Another big 3rd down stop. Immaculata has the potential for. Glassboro, one running back in the backfield. Throws it up the middle. Immaculata all over it. And it's going to be short. Looks like he stopped for no gain. And another 4th and short is coming up here for the Bulldogs. Immaculata defense has shown quite the tenacity after the first couple drives. It looks like they're going to be prepared for a punt as Ben Terry is back deep to receive for the Spartans.
There is now a flag on the play.
And there's a flag on the play. We're going to wait to see what that one's all about.
The flag has been rescinded.
Timeout. Immaculata. Second charge, timeout and a half.
And there is no flag on the play. Seems Immaculata got a timeout off, and that is a huge timeout because a penalty on Immaculata would have given Glassboro an automatic 1st down. So looks like Immaculata finds some grace and pulls out a timeout. So while we're in this timeout, we want to give a shout out, not necessarily to a sponsor, but a donator of the Unitas Caritas program. We want to give a proud Spartan shout out to the class of 1971, Mike Liskovitz and Ancelotti. We want to thank you so much for your support of Immaculata and Unitas Caritas. So big shout out there to the class of 1971 there. We appreciate everything you do for us in assisting us in taking care of all the needs of the broadcast, the team, and the school. It's Immaculata. Ben Terry back deep to receive. They get the kick off clean. Terry is going to look to go field it, and he's going to let that one roll away. It's going to get inside all the way to the 21-yard line, and Immaculata is going to take off. at their own 21-yard line. 8 minutes and 46 seconds left to go. And Immaculata is looking to do more damage on the offensive front. So we get ready to go here. Give a shout out to another one of our new sponsors. Thank you so much to Thomas Chiccarone, realtor over at Coldwell Banker Realty. Check him out. Give him a call at 908-448-8050 or the office number at 908-874-8421, or check him out at www.tcsellsnj.com. Thank you, Tom, once again for your support of Unitas Caritas. As Immaculata back on the field once again for an offensive drive. Has the chance to take the lead. They got a long way to go. On their own 21-yard line, Marin drops back, rolls out right. Nowhere to go. He's going to rush. And Marin's going to try to scramble back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose about a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11 coming up. Marin took a pretty big blow going out of bounds there. Looks all right. He's in the shotgun. Looks over to his left. Full screen, tunnel screen over to Ben Terry. That one's incomplete. Saw the vision on that one. Was looking like setting up to be a tunnel screen, but it was just hard for Marin to get that one off. He had a handful of Bulldogs rushing him his way and got hit hard there once again. Third and 10, or 3rd and 11 rather, for the Spartans. One receiver out right, trips left. Marin puts a man in motion. Gets the ball, drops back, steps up in the pocket, tries to find someone. And he gets that one incomplete. Intended there for Yassin Abdus-Salam. And Immaculata is going to have to punt that one away. So Immaculata makes a quality defensive stop, and they're unable to gain a yard on the incurring offensive possession. And they're going to have to send this one deep away. Mitch Carr to punt, hitting it back to Xavier Saab, the Oregon commit. Carr sends that over to the sideline, not wanting to test it. And they're going to let that one bounce around. And it's going to get a good rollout. And it's going to end up in the offensive territory. Going to be around the 33-yard line.
Coming up, it's a Glassboro first down.
Still nothing?
No.
Nobody got a props up there.
Yeah,
That's the right guy in the spot.
I know. It's just.
He's a practice mess.
Oh, I know. It's every game.
Like tonight was worse because no time.
No, I know, it's brutal. I mean, I'm happy I just got this up without issue, but I'm dying to give a camera angle.
What's that?
Just under 8 minutes here. One running back in the backfield. Glassboro sends that on over, and a huge hit for the Spartans. Big play there. Looks like that was number 21, Matthew Thomas. Xavier Sapp takes a big hit there. We'll see if we can grab the replay on that one. Nope, still waiting on getting that main camera angle, as you may have heard. But you know, when you're deep out on the road, there's trials and tribulations you go through to try to get things done. So we appreciate you folks bearing with us here. Being a homegrown network ain't easy, I'll tell you that much. I've learned that in now my third year doing this, as it seems crazy to say, but more than ever thankful to be a part of the Spartan community, a place I'm a proud alumni of, and watch some Spartan football as Glassboro is going to throw a deep ball down the line to Zab, and he finds him complete down the sideline. Big play there. And the Bulldogs get a big play there, get back in the Spartan territory. And I mean, when you have a player like Zab, that's going to be one of the things you expect of a player like him. First time he's made a super big play tonight. A beautiful ball thrown there, nonetheless. And Zab has set his team up in a very nice position, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Reaching about the halfway point of the first half of this game, about 6 minutes left to go. And there's going to be a timeout on the field. Glassboro takes the timeout. They're going to talk it over. And we're going to be back with you momentarily here on UCTV. Welcome back here to UCTV. Still working on our main camera angle here, but still going to shoot this end zone cam. 1st and 10 for Glassboro at the 25-yard line. 3 receivers out right, 1 out left. Drop back. Scrambling around in the hole. Makes a big move, gets inside the 20, down to the 15. And a big run there for Glassboro. It's going to get them a first down. Looks like it's going to be a first down at the 14-yard line. Looks like there's a player down on the field for the Spartans. Looks like it's number 8, Tyler Zisk, junior linebacker and tight end transfer. I believe from Hillsboro, if I'm not mistaken. But we'll be back again momentarily.
Subject: the Immaculata Spartans. Conference: the Super Football Conference. Location: Somerville, New Jersey. Head coach: Dallas Whitaker. Offensive Coordinator, Brian Capriola. Noticeable features: a plethora of offensive weapons designed to break opposing defences. Final advisory: prepare for the air raid.
Elite on three. 1, 2, 3. Elite.
Welcome back here to UCTV. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line for the Bulldogs. That one's hand up the middle. Spin move there for Glassboro. Spinning around inside the 10-yard line, down inside the 5. Fighting his way forward. The Bulldogs were spamming the B button there and get themselves down inside the goal line. Jojo DeLise on the carry, brings that down to around the 4-yard line. Looks like we're going to have another injury on the field for Immaculata. That's returning senior, CJ Montgomery. So we're going to take another quick break here as we attend to that. But while we're doing that in the meantime, I want to give another shout out to another one of our sponsors of the night, Ferrera. We want to thank Ferrera so much for all of their support. We have a great individual that works with Ferrera that reached out to us, said, "Hey, let's grab a sponsorship for you," and got him on here. So I want to thank them so much for their support here on UCTV. And you can check out their website here, see all the other projects that they have worked on. This is a fascinating company out of Branchburg, New Jersey. They do some crazy stuff, as you can see here. So if you want to figure out more about what they do, check them out over at www.ferreraconstruction.com. They do a lot of great stuff. You can check out their company, their story, their leadership, and all the regions that they service. Definitely a great company, and looking forward to meeting the individual over there at Ferrera who hooked us up. So appreciate Ferrera, your support here on UCTV. 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Hand up the gut. That one's going to be inside the end zone, but there's going to be a flag on the play. So we're going to wait and see what that one's all about. Good wait to hear that one. 5 minutes and 24 seconds left on the clock. Looks like they're signaling over to the Glassboro sideline to decline the penalty. Flag was on the Spartans, so that will be a touchdown for the Bulldogs. So after 2 consecutive scores for the Spartans, Glassboro forces a 3-and-out, and they score a touchdown on the ensuing drive to make this a 20-14 game. Both teams hanging in tough here through a quarter and a half. Mind you, folks, I'm not exactly sure when this game started, but it is 10 o'clock, and we're halfway through the second quarter. So weak snap, good hold, good kick. And that one goes up and through. Glassboro 21, Immaculata 14. 5 minutes and 24 seconds left in the second quarter. Stay with us here on UCTV. We'll be back in 60. Back here, Glassboro kicks it on off to the Spartans. Immaculata brings that up to the 25-yard line, and they're going to start their drive at the 25. First and 10 for the Spartans at their own 25. Marin in the backfield. Hands it up the middle to Sharperson. And it's going to be about no gain on the play. Second and 10 coming up for the Spartans. 3 receivers out right, 1 out left. Marin hands it up the middle once again for no gain. There's also going to be a flag on the play, so we'll wait and see what that one is. Sharperson down on the ground right now. So it looks like they called in offensive face mask on the Spartans. Not sure if they declined the penalty. The chain gang still sitting at a 2nd and 9. So we'll wait and see. But our very own longtime athletic trainer and assistant athletic director, Greg Watson, out there assisting on the field for injury-related needs. And Sharperson gets up, starting to walk off the field under his own power, so that's a good sign to see for the Spartans. And the chain gang's having a little bit of issues. It says 2nd down and 9 on the screen, but it looks like it's about 2nd down and 16. It's on the 17. I think it's about 2nd and 16 here. That one's handed up the middle to Drake Murray. And Drake Murray gets swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage for no gain. And now it's going to be 3rd and long for the Spartans.
Murray with the carry.
Looks like the Spartans have to get down almost to the 40, 35, 37-yard line for a first down.
On the tackle.
So it's looking like about a 3rd and 17.
It's now Spartans 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17. Coming up for the Spartans. 3 receivers out right, 1 out left. Marin looks to throw.
Marin, the third pass
And
is
he can
incomplete to Jaden Drake Murray. There is a
Another flag on the
play.
field. We'll wait to see that one.
4K professional. Listen, tell me, either way, I can't change anything.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 2. 15-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
professional 4K.
15-yard penalty against the Bulldogs. So Immaculata gets quite the break here on what would have been a 4th and long and an inevitable punt by any means. And they're going to have a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And 2 for the Spartans.
3 minutes
Ball spotted at their own
and
34.
32 seconds left in this first half. Immaculata trying to find some space for yardage, and they're going to be well short of that line. And it's going to be a 4th and 4. And I'll tell you, if it isn't obvious, but 4th and less than 5 or 4th and 5, you can most definitely expect Immaculata to try some sort of hard count here and see if they can get Glassboro
It is
to
now a
jump.
Spartans 4th down.
Xavier Sabb back deep to return for the Bulldogs. As watch the count, watch the ball claims come raining down from the opposite side. They're not going to fall for it, but there's a flag somewhere. We're going to need to get the penalty stats at halftime because, my goodness, I've seen a lot.
Illegal substitution. Defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, they didn't jump off sides, but the referees have indicated it was an illegal substitution.
An illegal substitution.
And Immaculata is going to get a first down at the 36-yard line. So, I mean, Atlantic City is only an hour drive east on the Atlantic City Expressway down over here in Glassboro. But Immaculata should go test their luck because they got quite lucky on that drive between a personal foul and an illegal substitution. They were pretty much dead in the water. And it's not going to go so swell here as Ben Terry gets swallowed up deep in the backfield.
Taken down in the backfield.
That's going to be pretty much a big 5-yard loss. And Terry is now down on the field. Greg Watson's getting his steps in tonight, to say the least. And there's a couple players down, one for Glassboro, maybe 2 for Glassboro. So it was a pretty ferocious play. And we're going to step away and take a break while they go ahead and sort that one all out.
Riley Brown Dispensa with the tackle on the previous play. After the timeout, it is now a Spartan 2nd and 15.
2nd and 13 coming up. Marin with a little pitch out too wide to Drake Murray. He's going to get a couple yards back, but it's still going to be a 3rd and long. About a minute and a half left to go in this second half.
Drake Murray for a short gain. Avion Warfield there for the tackle.
So Immaculata's going to spend their sweet time. Glassboro's out of timeouts. Immaculata's going to go quick with it. Marin's going to throw down the right side of the field to Quinn Hayden. And cannot come up with it.
Incomplete on 3rd down.
Just missed that one there to Quinn Hayden. That would have been a great ball. Just got knocked out of the hands. It's going to be 4th and 13 coming up.
Xavier Sabb.
And Immaculata is going to punt away down over to Xavier Sabb. And Glassboro is going to have about a minute to come up an extra score. So this is definitely going to be a defining drive for the Bulldogs. Mitch Carr ready to punt this one away. Kicks that one off the right side. Went a little bit off the side of the foot. He's definitely not satisfied with that one. And we'll see where they end up marking this one out.
Mitch Carr's punt goes out near the 50-yard line.
They're going to say it's right around midfield. It's going to be 54 seconds. 54 seconds to go 50 yards for Glassboro.
Ball will be spotted at the Spartans 49 for a Bulldogs first down.
First and 10 here for the Glassboro at the Spartans 49. And yet another flag.
There is a flag on the play.
Wait to see what that one is.
Full start. Offense number 18. 5-yard penalty.
False start
Still
on Glassboro.
It is
5-yard
now
penalty.
first and 15 for the Bulldogs.
It's going to be first and 15 for the Bulldogs. And we'll see what they can do here. 52 seconds left. Scrambling around, finding some space in the pocket. It's going to throw that one away to the sideline. Finds a man there in Zab. And they're going to force him out of the sideline at around the 40-yard line.
Xavier Sabb.
42 seconds left.
It is a Bulldogs first down. Glassboro first and 10 at the Immaculata 36.
At the Immaculata 36. And another penalty.
Numerous flags on the play.
Looks like that's a false start.
False start. Offense number 18.
Well,
5-yard penalty.
these are week 0 mistakes, to say the least.
15 for the Bulldogs.
A lot of rust on both sides, getting their cadence and countdown all proper. First and 15, Glassboro drops back. Looks like a little tunnel screen. They're going to find some space over the middle of the field. And they're going to get that down to around the 20-yard line. But little would you know, there's another flag on the field. We'll wait and see that one.
Complete to JoJo Delis. But there's a flag on the play.
We'll wait and see. It looks like a Bulldog player is injured down on the field.
Ineligible man downfield. Offense. 5-yard penalty.
And they call ineligible man downfield. And for those of you at home wondering exactly what that means, it means you cannot have a player that is not a registered receiver with the referee be down the field in a passing situation. So just a little bit of tidbit of information about football formations, little nuances like that. So sometimes that happens when you run those halfback screens and stuff. You get guys too far downfield that aren't supposed to be down there. So it's usually a timing thing, if anything. As Glassboro throws that out to the sideline to Zab. Zab making a couple moves. And
Daniels' pass is complete to Xavier Sabb.
Get down to around the 45-yard line.
Timeout for an injured player.
Timeout for an injured player. That is an Immaculata player down. And for reference, the clock has been a little bit off at the bottom. Apologies for that, but it does stand at 4 seconds. Can't tell who that is down on the field for the Spartans. But it seems like there's been a lot of cramps or either little blistering shots. But yeah, there is. It is definitely warm out here. Bout of humidity. You know, very very easy to lose those type of things. Lose your energy. That hydration, rather. So they're still tending to him on the sideline. So we'll be back in 60 while we wait for him.
Second and 17 for the Bulldogs. Ball spotted at the Spartans' 43.
4 seconds left to go. Immaculata is going to call their final timeout. Get a look at the formation. 4 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Immaculata. That's our third and final timeout of the half.
This is a long game, folks, to say the least. We almost started 2 hours ago at this point, and we still have not reached halftime yet. It is going to be a nighttime showdown at the Battle of the Borough here in Glassboro, New Jersey. 4 seconds. Immaculata trails 21-14 to Glassboro. And Glassboro is going to have one play to try to make something here. It's either one of two options here. They're either going to throw a deep ball, little Hail Mary, take a chance, or they're going to run some trickery, some hook and ladder type stuff. So we'll see what Glassboro's got drawn up here, but definitely a big opportunity to score points here. One play. We'll see what they do. Glassboro's going to just hand it up the gut. And that one's going to be the end of the half.
JoJo Delise with the carry.
Glassboro's going to take that one into half.
Ladies and gentlemen,
that is the end of the second quarter.
That is the end.
Glassboro's up 21-14 over Immaculata.
At the end of our first half, the score.
And we appreciate you for joining us here on UCTV as we get to the end of the first half. We will be back with you momentarily.
2x2.
Whether it's custom 3D designs, fixing tough drainage issues, or setting up lighting for the evening, our team's got you covered. Design, build, maintain. Let's bring your yard to life.
May I have your attention, please? Don't forget about our concession stand. Hot dogs, pizza, baked goods, watermelon, candy, whatever you want, you can get it at the concession stand. Can't forget about Battle on the Road merch. Don't leave today without grabbing yourself a Battle on the Road t-shirt. You can find those underneath this scoreboard. And if you pre-ordered a t-shirt in your team's colors, it should be ready over at that same table near the scoreboard. And lastly, once again, we thank Lissio's Deli, Nick's Pizza Glassboro, Tom's Coffee, and Kona Water Ice. Thank you for your support for today's event.
Stop with the cannon! Good God!
All people on the playing field must leave the field immediately. All people on the playing field must leave the field immediately. Gentlemen, we got to leave the field immediately or you will be escorted off the premises. Thank you.
Glassboro will receive second half kickoff. On the onside kick, it has been recovered by Immaculata.
Welcome back to UCTV. And if you were expecting all the action, you just missed the fact that Immaculata was kicking off to Glassboro, and they recovered the football. So now Immaculata is on offense to start the third quarter here. Welcome back here from halftime on UCTV. Glassboro 21, Immaculata 14. Immaculata was due to kick off the opening kickoff, and they have now sure-handedly got the offensive possession by way of getting the kickoff. They're going to go for a deep ball on the second shot. They got Quinn Hayden wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. Immaculata Spartans. Big play, 2 plays. Jamie Marin with a dive. Quinn Hayden gets open beyond the receiver, firing up the hands, and Immaculata quickly scores immediately in the second half, makes it 20-21. What a turn of events. Glassboro should have been having this ball to start, and they recover it, and one play to Quinn Hayden changes the whole dynamic. I'll tell you one thing, this game has been slow, but this Immaculata Spartans team works fast. 11:49 on the clock, 11 seconds from kickoff to touchdown. As Mitch Carr is on to attempt the extra point. And to nobody's surprise, another flag broaches its way on the field. We'll wait and see what that one's all about, but nonetheless, beautiful ball there by Marin. Finally connects with Hayden.
Only will we decline.
Mitch Carr's going to come on to try it again. Mitch Carr. Oh my goodness.
Flag on the play.
Once again, there is a flag. Are you surprised, folks? Because I surely ain't.
Defense number 7. Half of this is a goal.
Well, the only silver lining to there being flags is the fact that I'm able to update the scoreboard on my own sim here. So at least we're now well aware that it is the third quarter. And Immaculata is, the nose is pretty much touching the goal line, and it looks like Coach Whitaker is going to send out the offense again. Drake Murray, Marin, a couple other Spartans waltz their way out on there. Immaculata isn't a wing T offense anymore, but this is looking like a power formation. Jamie Marin right up on the ball. They're going to shove themselves forward. Marin, it looks like he's not going to get it.
The conversion is no good.
So no good there by Marin. Definitely a gamble to take, and Immaculata is down 21-20.
The
It's one of those plays,
completed by Jamie
where
Marin
you're a genius if it works and
the
not so much if
touchdown
it
was
doesn't.
scored
So,
by number 6.
you got to take your shots where you can get them, and statistically there's a fair point there. Inside the 1, pretty much. You need to push from your line.
Immaculata 20, Glassboro 21.
Let's take a look at that touchdown once again from Marin to Hayden. You see Hayden alone at the top side. no safety help, and Hayden just runs straight past that cornerback, and Marin throws in a beautiful ball, and they get the score. 21-20, Glassboro leads. 11 minutes and 49 seconds left on the clock. It is 10:41 p.m. here on this Friday, and we have a lot of football to play.
Tell him, Joe.
Let me tell you.
You tell him.
By the time I get home, it'll certainly be way past my bedtime. So for the folks watching at home, I surely hope you appreciate what UCTV can do for you, because we got a little bit of Friday Night Lights here for you, week 0. And surely if you're tuning in between us and the Jets-Giants game tonight, we have a battle going on in this one. I haven't checked what that game is at. As such a proud Jets fan myself, looks like the Giants took down the Jets 23-6. We've certainly already had more offensive action in this game. So for all of you joining us from SNY and MetLife, welcome to Glassboro.
There is a flag on the play.
As Mitch Carr attempts to kick it off, there's a flag on the play, and I'm very close to switching off the professionalism of my broadcasting to just
Number 24 kicking team.
absolutely
5-yard penalty.
absolutely digressing from my loathsomeness for the amount of flags we've seen tonight. And there was quite literally an audible groan
The ball is now
from the
spotted
crowd
at the
behind me,
35.
because it has been a complete drag to this game. I mean, this game has the potential to be a 3-4 hour game. It will be a 3-hour game. It has the potential to be a 4-hour game, which is unheard of. Not to jinx it, and we love the announcer jinx here, but at this point, we're just going to let what happens happens. Carr's going to kick that short of Zab, and Glassboro's going to take it over across the 40. And wouldn't you know it,
Parker
little bit of yellow on the field, and I'm not talking about the Rowan University logo.
There is a flag on the play.
If you didn't hear the PA announcer, there is in fact a flag on the play. Surprise, surprise.
Door to return. Holding. Return to number 2.
Offensive
10
holding
yards.
on Glassboro is
First
going to
down.
kick him back about 10
Glassboro.
yards.
Ball is spotted at the Glassboro.
And while we wait for them to respot the ball, I want to give a shout out to another one of our sponsors. We want to thank Ace Endico, a family tradition of quality and service. Founded in 1982, Ace Endico is the largest fine foods purveyor and distributor in Westchester and Putnam counties. Headquartered in Brewster, New York, they deliver to restaurants, specialty shops, country clubs, and businesses throughout the Northeast. So thank you over to Ace Endico for your support of UCTV. Handoff here up to Rowan, up to Glassboro, and they got space across midfield, getting down across the 40-yard line. Take a look at that one once again. Low snap, a little bit of misdirection, and they find a huge hole up the middle. Glassboro
Bulldogs, first down.
picks up a big first down.
Timeout.
And we have another
For an injured player.
injured individual on this field for Immaculata. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break while they tend to him.
Your space should be your favorite place to hang out. Whether it's custom 3D designs, fixing tough drainage issues,
35-yard
or
rush
setting
on
up
the
lighting
previous
for the
play.
evening, our team's got you covered. Design, build, maintain. Let's bring your yard to life.
I want to give a shout out to another one of our sponsors, Farrell Landscape Design. Check them out at www.farrelllandscapedesign.com or give them a call at 908-809-8366. Known for stormwater management, where functional flow meets high-end form. So thank you to Farrah. Go ahead and check them out for all your yard needs. First and 10 here for Glassboro. Changing the play at the line. Only 11 and a half minutes in this third quarter as they're rushing out wide right, throwing that ball into the sideline. That one's going to be incomplete.
From Bryson Daniels is incomplete.
Second and 10 coming up.
The pressure came from number 20, Davidson Motley. Second and 10. Upcoming for the Bulldogs.
Well, the general pace of this game has been slow, to say the least. Definitely is a tale of two offenses between Immaculata and Glassboro. Immaculata definitely on a quick pace. Glassboro takes their sweet time, to say the least. That one's handed up the middle, open space to the right, breaks a couple tackles inside the 25. And Glassboro's going to take that down deeper into Spartan territory.
For JoJo DeLeese.
Number 21, JoJo DeLeese.
It's a Bulldogs. First down.
Timeout for an injured player.
And if you were surprised by anything, we have another stoppage in play. So we'll be back with you here in 30 on UCTV. First and 10 here for the Bulldogs.
First and 10.
Two receivers out left, 25. Two out right. One running back in the backfield. Drop back, rolling out to the left, going to throw a deep ball in the end zone. That one's underthrown.
Daniels'
and that one
pass
is incomplete.
Is ruled incomplete. Pass intended for Makai Parker.
We have another injury on the field. Looks like that's Jason Lewis, the junior, for the Spartans. And so once again, we'll be right back with you momentarily. All right, looks like we're ready to go here
Second
once
down
again.
for the Bulldogs.
Surprisingly enough, only 2 minutes have elapsed in this quarter, which is insane, but that is what it is. A little tunnel screen over to Zapp. He breaks multiple tackles, finds his way in the end zone, but there is laundry on the field.
Bryson Daniels' pass is complete.
Good play, good run by Zapp. But this one's going to be coming back. If I'm being candid with you folks at home, which, listen, for those of you that have been listening for a while, you've been listening to me, I appreciate it. So you know how I feel about these things, but to be candid with all you new folks at home, this is brutal, I must say. And let me tell you one thing. Over the last couple of years, we've seen our fair share of blowout games. We've seen our fair share of laundry. We talk about the laundry ad stuff all the time. It's a part of that game. So the silver lining in all of it is that this is a close contest. This is a great game. But, I mean, I don't know if we're just employing recency bias here, but the flags have been darn near insufferable at this point. And you combine that with the amount of injuries and injury timeouts we've seen from tonight. It's a devastating combination. And you know, injuries are one thing. Injuries are one thing. They happen, and then you're really not going to give any rhyme or reason or say anything about that because, you know, you always wish for the best health of everybody. But the flags are within the control. They're within the control of the player. And, you know,
after the play was over,
both these teams on the offensive and defensive front have played well and done things in that regard, but sloppy is not even an adequate enough word to describe the amount of flags. And I will say from a broadcasting perspective, when you're trying to do the play-by-play and the color commentary and run the entire screen back here, there's a lot of moving parts. It's hard to get really into the intricacies of the game and what the flags are for, but I mean, half the time I'm not seeing these holds.
The ball has now been spotted at the Spartans'
and things like that, but it is incredible. I don't know if the referees tonight are just being very flag happy, or they are just legitimate, you know, holds or anything of that sort. But you could be the judge. But I'm sure you all are just as exhausted as I am. As we're still only 10 minutes and 45 seconds, and another run for Glassboro finds more space up the middle. And they're going to bring it down to around the 36-yard line.
JoJo DeLeese on the play.
JoJo DeLeese on the carry.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your quick attention, please?
I mean, I thought he got a decent amount of
yardage.
yardage.
For the concession stand.
I thought he got a decent amount of yardage there.
At 11 p.m.
I have
That's
the
5
flags,
minutes.
I have the sticks in front of me.
5 minutes to get pizza,
and I mean, it is still third and a mile to go. 3rd and 23.
Once again,
if you look at that home of the pro side, throwing up the wave. You know, I'm chilling over here on the 20 to 15-yard line. So I got a better view of the action here on this play. Shotgun formation. Draws back, QB draw up the gut. He's going to go nowhere. Immaculata's going to take him down inside.
Bryson Daniels taken down on the play.
37-yard line, give or take. And it's going to be 4th and long.
On the tackle was number 51, C.J. Montgomery.
C.J. Montgomery on the tackle. Returning senior for the Spartans. And it is 4th and long. They have nobody back. They have nobody back to return.
4th and long.
They're going for it. I guess they're deep enough in the territory. They don't mind giving it up. And we'll wait and see.
Timeout.
Timeout.
First timeout of the half. Yeah,
so, I mean, these are the interesting nuances of high school football, you know. Kind of a bit of a unique situation here, you know, almost even from a collegiate, maybe even NFL perspective. 36-yard line, that would make it a 53-yard field goal because 36-yard line plus 10 yards of the end zone, plus around 7 yards is where the holder for the kicker stands. So about a 53-yarder. Definitely a pretty makeable kick in the NFL. College really depends where you go. But in high school level, anyone kicking 50-plus is a very high caliber player, Division I player at the very least. And, you know, obviously Glassboro doesn't have that type of position in the bag. So not often do you go for it on 4th and 23 unless you're playing Madden, but they're going to go for it here. You're going to have 3 receivers out left, 2 out right.
Again,
so a full empty set. Dropping back, looking to throw. Looks like a little tunnel screen. Makes a couple moves. Spin move. And they're eventually going to get them down.
Pass complete to number 1, Makai Parker.
And there's going to be a big flag coming up here, so just wait for it. This happened right in front of me. And there's an injury down on the field. There's a lot of booing going on from the other sideline. I'm not going to lie to you folks. I'm very confused right now, if we're going to be candid.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. Last word, number 8. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Immaculata.
Okay, so
Timeout for an injured player.
Offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties happen way down here at the 10-yard line, way out of the play, mind you. And, yeah. So, definitely a lot of theatrics going on here, no surprise. And down on the field is
ladies and gentlemen,
number 16.
Last call if you'd like to purchase
16, Mike Haynes for the Spartans.
Head over to the scoreboard, to our table, right next to the scoreboard, to get yourself some Battle in the Borough merch.
So,
and if you pre-order your shirt, please get it.
We'll be back
we
in
want
30.
you to wear it.
First and 10 for Immaculata. 3 receivers out left, 1 out right. 1 running back in the backfield.
It's now first and 10, Immaculata. After the turnover on downs.
Play clock winding down. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Marin hands it up the middle. Sharperson breaking off a good run, breaking multiple tackles, getting all the way down to midfield. And that's a quality run right there. Let's take a look at that one once again. Good run by Sharperson, gaining.
Kenneth Sharperson picks up a Spartans first down.
First down there for the Spartans. I don't know exactly when we came back from halftime, but it's 11 o'clock and we've not gotten a third of the way through this quarter, which is incredible. Another handoff up the middle. That's going to go for a few yards. Second and medium.
Rush up the middle by Kenneth Sharperson. It's now 2nd and 8 at the Glassboro 49.
Big play there
Now in the
by
third,
Glassboro. Sacks Marin deep in the backfield. And that's going to make it a 3rd and long.
It was number 8, Riley Brown Dispensa. It is now 3rd and 16 for the Spartans.
Immaculata working on a little bit more of a tempered offense here. Getting the play in. Looks like it's going to be 3rd and 16. 3 receiver trips left, 1 receiver out right. Marin drops back, looking left, throwing right over the field. That one's picked off by Glassboro. Coming across the other side of the field. He's going to have a little bit of open space, getting across the 40-yard line. Finally going to be taken down.
Jamie Moore in the third pass is intercepted.
Looks like there could have been a little bit of a miscommunication there on that one.
Intercepted by number 1.
Looks like Hayden ran a curl route there. And either Marin thought he was going to continue on that route, or he just threw it way high because that was nowhere near the reach of Hayden.
It's now Bulldogs.
That one gets picked off by the Bulldogs.
Territory.
And we'll change of field territory. Glassboro is going to take over around the 32-yard line. A little bit of inconsistency from both teams, honestly, showing flashes of good stuff, showing flashes of not so good stuff. But at the end of the day, it's all relative.
Ball was placed at the Immaculata 32.
Glassboro holds a 1-point lead right now, and they are in the Spartan offensive territory. But if you haven't been surprised enough, it is a plenty amount of time in this game. We're only in the third quarter, if you could believe that. This game was supposed to start at 7:30. So this game was supposed to start about 3 hours and 34 minutes ago. Lo and behold, you find out that you are not even halfway through the third quarter. And to add on to the aggression of slow play, timeout has been called here on the field. So we'll be back with you momentarily as they talk this over.
Play resumes with a 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
Deep ball. I'm going to throw a flag
The
there.
pass is incomplete, intended for Xavier Sad. There is a flag on the play.
We'll wait to see what that one's all about, but more than likely it looks like it's going to be defensive pass interference.
Defensive pass interference. Number 11. 15 yards from the previous spot. 1st down.
It is a Bulldogs 1st down.
1st and 10 on the 17-yard
Ball
line.
spotted at the Immaculata 17.
Glassboro going over their play set. I genuinely wouldn't be surprised at this point if this becomes a 2-day-long game as the clock etches ever closer to midnight in this third quarter. Run up the middle, ball's loose on the ground. Immaculata, somebody's got to fall on it.
There is a fumble on the play.
It might be a way that Glassboro fell on that. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like Glassboro indeed did fall on it, and that is a huge misstep for the Spartans. They were all over that, and that ball was loose deep in the defensive territory, and it somehow found its way back in the hands
Fumble recovery
of a
by the
Bulldog.
Bulldogs.
And obviously, while the Immaculata fans are silent not for a change of possession,
Gain of 1
Glassboro
on
should
the
be
play.
cheering a heck
Second
of a
and
lot
9.
harder than I heard them to, because that is a massive possession. And with Glassboro getting a second chance here. See what they're able to do with it. Switching receivers. In the inside slot, 2 out left, 2 out right, 1 running back in the backfield. Sending him in motion, and just as you would expect, a flag comes down on the field.
Ball start, number 51.
It's all my friends and close associates that are quite literally blowing up my phone in front of me in reference to the flags. I do see your messages, and I do concur with them, so I know the folks at home are all thinking the same. I know we're all, hey,
at the Immaculata 21.
We all see it. We're all thinking the same thing. But you know, those are the trials and tribulations you go through when you're in August of high school football. Week 0. Way to set the bar high. Man in motion. Toss over to Zab. Zab cuts inside. Makes a couple moves. Keeps firing himself forward down towards the 10-yard line. He's going to be just a couple yards short.
Xavier Zab.
Immaculata, the Bulldogs are going to have a 3rd and short.
Timeout.
And a big one here is Xavier Zab down on the ground for the Bulldogs. So we're going to have to wait and see what comes of him. We'll be back momentarily while they attend to Zab.
An 11-yard rush sets up 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs.
11-yard rush there for Zab. He was able to walk off the field with his own power. You see him in the bottom right of the screen. I mean, a lot of cramps going on tonight. Drink your fluids, folks. That's going to be the mainstay of tonight's game, to say the least. Big moment here. 3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. 1 receiver out wide right. 2 receivers out left to the sideline. Direct snap, ran inside. That one gets down inside the 5. It's going to be a first down, first and goal coming up for the Bulldogs. Down to around 4
first down
and a few quarters in this 3rd quarter.
Now first and goal at the 5.
Glassboro knocking on the end zone once again. Direct snap, spinning, getting down to the 3, the 2. Immaculata's going to wrap him up short of the goal line. Looks like they're going to mark him around the 1.5-yard line.
Makai Parker with the carry. 3-yard gain. 2nd and goal.
Glassboro getting up on the ball, going under center. Drop the ball. Looks like they're going to call that down immediately. Yep. And we have another injury on the field. Game's going to stop here at 3 minutes and 51 seconds.
For an injured player.
Looks like that's Matt Thomas. And it's looking like another cramp. So, listen, if you're an athletic trainer, you work a physical therapy in the area, you watch tonight's stream, you want to get a sponsorship over on UCTV, I'll have plenty of ad space for you, let me tell you. Third and goal coming up, right at the 1.5 yard line. We'll be back with you momentarily.
Third and goal at the 2.
Third and goal on the 2. Shotgun formation, one running back right. Receivers out one left and right. Direct snap up the gut, firing himself towards the end zone. That one's going to get in with relative ease. Touchdown for Glassboro.
My number 1, Mikhail Parker.
So Glassboro opting to go with the extra point here. That one's up. That one sneaks inside. Good.
Is good.
28-20. Glassboro leads Immaculata. Honestly, just from a fan standpoint, Glassboro went for 2 earlier on in the game, and if they went for 2 there, they would have opportunity to make this a 2-possession game. So a little bit of an interesting choice, I thought there. But they secured the 8-point lead. They lead 28-20. 3 minutes and 38 seconds left in this third quarter. Immaculata due to receive the ball. We'll be back momentarily for that.
Yeah, we got 10! Yeah, we got 10! Go!
Bulldogs ready to kick off here to the Spartans. That one's fielded by Drake Murray. Drake Murray finds some space up the middle, and he's had a couple of nice kick returns tonight. Gets that up to around the 43-yard line.
Kick taken out to the Immaculata 44.
Decent field position once again for their offense.
Drake Murray.
As Marin comes back out to lead an 8-point deficit, 3.5
It
to
will be
go
a
in this third
Spartans
quarter.
first down.
Definitely not been the strongest game of either team tonight. Definitely doesn't seem like neither of them are playing at their best, but Glassboro has had the upper hand so far tonight, boasting the lead at 28-20, of course. The Spartan offense gets ready to go. 2 receivers out left, 1 out right. Marin looking over to the sidelines for the play. Coach Whitaker giving his signs. Drake Murray flips over to the left side. Marin tries the hard count. Hands it off to Drake Murray. Drake Murray dances around in the backfield. Cuts up. Gains nothing. It's going to be 2nd and 10 coming up.
The handoff goes to Jaden Drake Murray for a short gain. Devon Barr with the first hit.
Immaculata ready to go quick once again. Trips right, has a guy in motion. And that one gets blasted up the middle. The ball goes on the ground.
Recovered.
And that one gets taken up by the Bulldogs. Take a look at that one again. Free rush there up the middle. And that's play there by number 9 for Glassboro. Take a look at that from the back view here. Linebacker comes wide open, just blasts Drake Murray there. Looking like shades.
The ball is spotted
Davion
at the Immaculata 34 for a Glassboro. First down.
Glassboro definitely holding the upper hand in this second half. Immaculata came out strong, got the opening kickoff turnover, scored in one play to Hayden. Ever since then, it's been all Glassboro, now fielding an 8-point lead and in Spartan territory at the 39-yard line with 3 minutes to play in the third quarter.
First and 10, Glassboro.
2 receivers out left and right. Man in motion, dropping back, going to throw a deep ball for Zab. And that one is no good, incomplete, but there is going to be a flag down by the line of scrimmage. Not exactly sure what that's for.
Kevin Lewis defending the pass.
Ineligible man downfield. 5-yard penalty. Replay. First down.
Replay first down. First and 15.
First and 15. 2 receivers out left and right for the Bulldogs. Passes that one. Runs that one up the A-gap. Fighting for extra yards. Good run there, making something out of nothing. Could gain some there, get inside the original down marker. It's going to be 2nd and 9 coming up. 2.5 to play in this third quarter.
It's a 6-yard gain to make it 2nd and 9.
It is still hot and humid here, even at 11:20 at
Ball
night.
spotted
Having
at the
to wipe the
33.
monitor screens every few minutes, and there is a bout of fog that is emerging itself on the far side of the field. Not in shot, but eventually will be. Shotgun formation again, running it up the middle, finding continued success with that, breaking free away inside the 10, and Glassboro finds themselves in the back of the end zone.
Three-yard touchdown scored by number 21, Jojo Jones.
(34-20) Glassboro leads now. So they're going to kick the extra point. That one's up. That one is no good, wide left. 14-point game.
The extra point is no good.
1 minute and 57 seconds. Immaculata trying to revamp their confidence again, saying game's not over, game's not over.
Immaculata
Well,
20.
I can surely tell you from an outsider's perspective, it's far from over, it seems like as well. But also, Immaculata did cut down a 14-point deficit last time. And we still got a whole quarter to go. Minute and 57 seconds. We'll be back with you momentarily here on UCTV. Bulldogs kicking it off to the Spartans. That one's fielded. Going up the middle out towards the left side. Good special team stop there by the Bulldogs. Going to take Spartans down around the 25-yard line. Yassan Abdul Salam on the carry. 1 minute and 50 seconds left to go in this third quarter.
First down, coming up for the Spartans.
And Immaculata. Really going to have to find something to do. Last 2 offensive drives have not been the greatest offensive caliber. Marin and squad are really going to have to dig deep here. As we get later on, dorming into the nighttime of this game, we're going to have to try to keep this close. The defense chants from the opposing side have been the loudest they've been all night. Hearing it now. 2 receivers bunched together outright. Oh, doesn't matter. Looks like there's a flag on the play.
Delay of game. Offense number 15. 5-yard penalty.
Delay of game
First down.
on the offense. It's going to push them back to the 20-yard line.
A delay of game has been called against the offense. 1st and 15. Coming up for the Spartans.
Aaron Sharperson in the backfield. Puts the man in motion. Aaron drops back. Fires a deep ball over the left side. He overthrows his man there.
Jimmy Mullins pass.
It seems like there's another a little bit of tussling going on in the backfield.
The pass was intended for Yassin Abdes Salam. Numerous flags thrown.
I was looking downfield,
on the
but
play.
wouldn't be surprised if this was going to be offsetting penalties once again, as they're getting a little bit of a spat on the line.
After the play was over, personal foul, number 52 red. Personal foul, number 52, number 56, offense. They're going to reset. Offset, second down.
Offsetting offensive and defensive penalties, unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Had a few of those tonight. It's going to be second down. Second down and 15.
It is now 2nd and 15. Ball still spotted at the 21.
Marin's got 4 receivers out wide, 1 running back next to him. Fakes the handoff, rolls out right, surveying the field, running for it. He's going to be taken down very close to our booth here.
Jamie Murray the third.
And he's going to lose a couple yards on that one. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up here.
Tackled down by Devon Barr.
Immaculata offense has certainly stalled, to say the least, in the last few offensive drives. They're going to need to have something miraculous here to convert a 3rd and 18. And they're going to get some sort of relief
on the play.
Encroachment.
Number 8.
It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to move it up to a 3rd and 13. Still a little bit ways to go. 1 minute and 8 seconds left in this third quarter.
3rd and 13 for the Spartans.
Down to 10 seconds on the play clock. Marin gets the play. Low snap, recovers it. Tries to throw the ball. That one's loose on the ground. They're going to throw it down as a recovery, fumble recovery, taken down inside the 10-yard line.
There is a fumble on the play, and it's recovered by the Bulldogs.
And Glassboro gets to Marin before he throws there. And they force the turnover. Glassboro once again deep in Spartan territory here.
Davis
with 34 seconds left to go.
Timeout for an injured player.
Timeout called here on the field. 34-20, Glassboro leads. When we come back, we'll be on the 8-yard line coming in.
The Bulldogs will have first and goal inside the 10. Ball spotted at the 7.
First down here, toss to Zab. Zab breaks it out wide. Makes a couple beautiful cuts, breaking multiple tackles, running back to the other side of the field. And a good play there by the Spartans. Drake Murray takes him down, but I mean, he broke a ton of tackles, and quite frankly, if he was able to break that away, that would have been just another highlight play for Zab. But Immaculata is able to get them down. It's going to be the final seconds of this third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of our third quarter,
and as the clock strikes 11:30 p.m. at night, we have found the final quarter of the night. The fourth quarter soon to come here in Glassboro.
Space should be your favorite place to hang out. Whether it's custom 3D designs, fixing tough drainage issues, or setting up lighting for the evening, our team's got you covered. Design, build, maintain. Let's bring your yard to life.
There was a loss of 2 yards on the previous play. It remains second and goal.
Back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Second and goal for Glassboro, ball on the 9-yard line. And coming out of the quarter, Glassboro elects to use a timeout as the play clock was ready to expire.
Timeout.
They're going to have one
Glassboro.
left.
Their third and final timeout to ask.
I don't know. I think there's a saying. I think there's a saying out there that says, "When it rains, it pours," and that cannot be more emblematic of the situations we found ourselves in tonight's game, between the flags, the injuries, and everything else in between. So, with that being said, we're here once again, waiting for the start of this fourth quarter, as the clock ever so slowly ticks towards midnight. It's going to be the first morning game I ever broadcast into the night, so maybe we can
at the Spartans' 9-yard line.
Second and goal on the 9 for the Bulldogs. 2 receivers out left and right. Zab in motion. Throwing over the middle. And a nice play
Daniels'
there.
pass
Broken
is
up there by number
incomplete.
22, Mason Rohan, the freshman for the Spartans.
Intended for number 7, Kenny Johnson.
That's going to make it 3rd and goal.
Pass broken up by number 22, Mason Rohan. It is now 3rd and goal.
Third and goal coming up. Two receivers out left and right. Zav in motion again. Low snap. That one's handed off. Ball down on the ground.
There is a fumble on the play.
And I think Immaculata covered it.
Recovered it. Recovered by Immaculata.
I don't think anybody behind us knew, but I saw that.
Recovering the football, number 55, Armani
and number
Camejo.
55, Armani Camejo on the recovery for the Spartans. So Immaculata stops the bleeding on the offensive side. And they're going to take over offensively.
Ball was spotted
in
at the
Glassboro
Spartans'
territory.
11-yard line for an Immaculata.
Excuse me, rather their own
First
territory.
down.
It's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line. They're going to have a ways to go to get themselves across the field. The 4th quarter. See what they can do here. Defense is getting up once again. Run up, open space for Drake Murray. He gets table-topped around the 20-yard line.
The handoff goes to Jaden Drake Murray.
That one
It's
is going
enough.
to be good enough for a first
For
down.
Spartans' first down.
That one's not going to go for much.
Drake Murray with another carry.
2nd and 10, no gain there on that one.
Gain of 1 on the play. Now 2nd and 9.
Immaculata with their patent and hurry up offense. Man in motion, 3 receivers out left. Marin looking to the left. He's going to throw a deep ball over. Intended for Salam. That one's going to be incomplete. Definitely going to call a defensive pass interference there. And there's more flags coming down by the line of scrimmage. There's somebody down there with his helmet off.
The pass
for
is
Immaculata.
incomplete.
Looking like Carson Perrott.
There are now flags on the previous play.
So, as we have been doing all night, we'll wait and see once again what is going on here. Referee still sorting this one out. I'll tell you, at the beginning of this game, the energy was very high. There's lots of screaming and yelling. High-octane energy. It was around 8 o'clock at that time. Everybody was feeling good, feeling ready for some Week 0 football. And we're now slowly and quickly at the same time approaching midnight, and the field is all but silent. People are getting ready to put their PJs on, dozing off in the crowd, everything else in between. And it doesn't help when it takes about, 5 minutes to sort out a couple penalties, because they're still discussing it over here. Looks like they're taking some notes, so I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but we're gonna wait in here. I'll tell you one thing. Almost have enough time to run an ad break here. I can't tell if they're looking at numbers for ejections or not, because that's the only reason I could assume that they're taking this long and writing stuff down. May have spoke too soon, but I'm not one to be scared to try to jump the gun on a prediction, especially when I'm sitting here by my lonesome just trying to make some conversation. Although it does seem to be a one-way penalty. Ball's getting moved up to around the 32-yard line.
There are multiple fouls on the play.
Listen in.
Pass interference, defense. It's going to be 15 yards from the previous spot. We have a dead ball, personal foul, offense number 56. He is disqualified. Personal foul, number 4, defense. He is disqualified. First down, Immaculata.
Okay, so my suspicions raised correct. One player ejected from both sides, number 4 for Glassboro, and for Immaculata, number 56, Carson Rowe, the sophomore, has been ejected from the game.
37.
As Marin rolls out right, throws the ball just out of the hands, number 25 there, Adrian Hunter.
Jamie Marin, the third pass is incomplete.
2nd and 10 coming up. So yeah, if penalties and injuries were not enough, we spent our sweet time padding some ejections on the field tonight. We've pretty much seen it all, except we've pretty much seen everything on this field tonight except a few plays that run consecutively without issue. So we'll see if our luck strikes well there. But Marin hands it off to Sharpson. Fires his way up there for a handful. He's going to make it about 3rd and medium, coming up 3rd and 4.
Kent Sharperson with the rush. Avion Warfield with the tackle. 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3, low snap. Marin hands it off. Open space down the right side. Jaden Drake Murray gets across midfield, down past the 45. He gets the first down for the Spartans.
For a Spartans first down. The tackle was made by Jojo Delise.
Very interesting position here.
On the third pass, incomplete.
Immaculata with definitely a unique formation there. We'll take a look at that one again.
The pass was intended for John.
Let's see where they're going. A little bit of trickery. First unique thing we've seen out of the Dallas Whitaker playbook this evening. 5 wide out here. Pass to Hayden in the flat, and he's going to get bundled up for no.
On the third pass is complete.
And quickly the Spartans find them in a 3rd.
It goes to number 6, Quinn Hayden.
Once again. Spartans gaining their play from the sideline.
Avion Warfield with the first hit.
Getting set. 3
now
receivers.
3rd and 9.
Out left, Marin looking, throwing left. Try to find his man there, Adrian Hunter.
Incomplete.
To that little tunnel screen, and just can't complete it, and that one's going to go incomplete. 4th down coming up. Just because of the time of the game and where they are at in the field, this is like 4-down territory for the Spartans. And we'll see what they're able to come up with here. Clock's down to 9:08. Play clock's at 20 seconds. Doesn't seem like anybody's in formation whatsoever. So they're going to have to burn a timeout.
It is now 4th
unless
and 9 for the Spartans.
Seconds. Looks like they're set now. 3 receivers out left. Marin. Intended for his man, Micah Smith. And it just drops out of his hands.
Incomplete.
Above his helmet.
Intended
that one's going to be a turnover on downs.
Was over the play.
For the Spartans. Glassboro is going to take on over here. With 9 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in this 4th quarter.
Ball will be spotted at the Glassboro 42 for a Bulldogs first down.
First and 10 here for Glassboro on the 42-yard line. Now it's going to be handed off to Zab up the middle. He's going to be taken down after about
The
a
handoff
5-yard
goes
gain.
to Xavier Zab. It's a gain of
Down
3.
to under 9 minutes in this contest. Glassboro sporting a 2-possession lead.
It is now
They're
second
going to be taking their
and
time
6.
putting in the plays. As they get back up to the line now, play clock down to 12. We have a tight formation, nobody out wide, everybody down and around the line. Little pitch play out to Zab. Zab's going to try to find a hole out wide. He does, gets across midfield, gets the first down, and then some. So he pushed out of bounds around the 42-yard line.
Rushes for a Bulldogs first down.
First down for the Bulldogs. Clock stops. Maybe down around the 46-yard line.
Glassboro has first and 10 at the Immaculata 43.
First and 10 in that little bunch set formation again. Zab in the backfield. We're going to hand it to him on a draw. He's going to spin around and he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
The handoff
for a
goes
loss
to
of
Xavier
a yard.
Zab.
It's going to be second and
No
11
gain on the play.
coming up for the Bulldogs. Definitely taking their time, running down that clock. This is probably the most consecutive seconds that the clock has ticked off without there being an issue. So it's definitely a point of note. Down to 7.5. 3rd and 1. That one's handed off up the middle once again. It's going to be first down for the Bulldogs.
Jojo DeLeese for 2 yards.
To the police on the carry. And just in fashion of me saying anything positive, Drake Murray is going to go down on the field around the 40. It's looking like a cramp. That's going to stop the clock. Teams are going to go back to their respective sidelines, and we're going to take a quick break once again. We'll be back with you in 30.
For Glassboro.
3rd down and 10 for Glassboro. 6 minutes and 53. Shotgun for pistol formation, dropping back, going to throw a deep ball down the left side of the field. That one's up and caught, dragging him into the end zone. And that one's going to be a touchdown. Glassboro Bulldogs piling it on here midway through the fourth.
Bryson Daniels with the throw and with the touchdown reception. Number 1, Mackay Parker.
(40-20 now. Glassboro leads, looking to make it 41 with this extra point. That one's up, and that misses wide left. No good. 20-point lead for Glassboro, 40-20. 6 minutes and 39 seconds left on the clock.
Your score.
And it is all but
Immaculata,
certain
20.
this game
Glassboro,
is going to find its
40.
way into Saturday. We'll be back with you momentarily for the kickoff. Welcome back to UCTV. 6.5 left to play in this game. Bulldogs getting ready to kick it off to the Spartans. Glassboro has scored 3 consecutive times in the second half after Immaculata scored right after the opening kickoff of the third quarter.
The kick is returned to the Spartans' 38-yard line.
Adrian Hunter.
Returned by number 25, Adrian Hunter.
And I would say now more than ever, this drive is going to be the pivotal point for the Spartans.
It will be a first down
need to find
for Immaculata.
some sort of points in this drive, or you make the decision on your thought process with that. But nonetheless, Immaculata throughout the entire night has been starting with good field position off the kickoff returns, and it's only shown its helping hand a couple times tonight. As Marin fakes the handoff, that one gets lost on the ground. Ball is loose.
Fumble on the play. Recovered.
And Immaculata is
by
going to come up
Immaculata.
with that. Big time play there by number 65, Eli Thompson. The senior falling on that one and saving this Spartan possession. Eli Thompson was out all last year with an injury. And
It is now
he's back
second
here
and
on
long.
the starting offensive line for the Spartans. There's a little bunch set formation for the Spartans. Aaron hands it off. It's absolutely blasted in the backfield. Handed that one off to number 20, Davidson Motley, the freshman. He goes nowhere. It's going to be 3rd and long.
Davidson Motley is tackled in the backfield.
Looks like there is a flag on the play.
The tackle was made by Avion Warfield. And there are now flags on the play.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense number 2, 15-yard penalty. 3rd down.
And after a great play, Glassboro throws it away with an unsportsmanlike penalty after the play. And that's going to give Immaculata a fresh set of downs at their own.
It is now 3rd and 8 for the Spartans.
Scratch that. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Davidson Motley with the short
That
game.
unsportsmanlike is a rather remedial penalty
now
at the
4th
high school
down.
level than it is in professional.
Timeout for an injured defensive player.
It's going to be 4th and 8 and a stoppage of the clock for an injured player from Glassboro. 5 minutes and 22 seconds left to go. And there is a decision to be made here. Obviously, if you punt it away at this stage in the game, it's almost viewed as a concession. But if you don't punt it away and you don't score it, then you now create a issue with a score imbalance. So definitely is a conversation to be had about what we're looking for, but it seems as if Mitch Carr is coming out onto the field, which is a strong indicator they will be punting this.
It's now 4th and 6 for the Spartans.
Left to go. Glassboro wasn't so sure themselves until they saw Carr come out. Zav has now jogged himself back to return potentially a punt. Glassboro is playing a little bit of a spy rover out of the first down marker in case of any trickery. The Carr kicks that one off, coming over to the left side of the field. That one's going to measly fall its way on over near our kick shot.
By Mitch Carr goes out
manned by
at the
very
Glassboro
own
27.
Rob, of course. Glassboro is going to take over here with 4 minutes and
Coming up
3 seconds.
Is a Glassboro first down. At the 27.
First and 10 here at the 27 for the Bulldogs. That one's handed off up the middle. And taken down for about a 6-yard gain. And
the handoff goes to Kingston Moore.
Immaculata has still their 3 timeouts left. We'll see if they decide to even be used, but
after the 9-yard play, it's 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1, 9-yard gain for them actually. Seems all but a walk as Glassboro hands it up the middle once again. Multiple yards are found out to the outside. They're going to be taking
the handoff goes to number 20, Kingston Moore.
As we get inside of
resolve the play.
Minutes on this clock.
First down for Glassboro.
Seems at this point in the contest, it's all but a coronation for the Bulldogs as they wrap up these final few plays. Just continuing to run that draw up the middle.
Kingston Moore with another carry. Short gain on the play.
Couple yard gains, could be 2nd and long.
Second and 10 at the Glassboro 47.
There's definitely a bunch of good things and a bunch of not so good things to take away from tonight's game that Immaculata is going to go look back at the film for. And you know, this is just merely a stepping stone in the journey that Immaculata is going to have to take to revamp the program, as so many new individuals have come in the fold, both from the coaching staff and from
it's back in the hands of Kingston Moore. for a 3-yard gain.
So truth be told, there is a lot of work to be done. And the rest of the season is definitely going to be a stiff reminder that
3rd and 7 for the
time
Bulldogs.
waits for nobody and patience runs thin for many. So we'll see as this season progresses how Immaculata looks to continue the transformation of a great program that once was to greatness once again. So we get down to under 2 minutes here. 3rd and 7 for Glassboro. Down to 3 on the play clock. Hands it up the middle once again. Fighting for the first down. That one's going to be close. Right.
The handoff goes to Kingston Moore.
We'll see where they mark it. Kingston Moore on the carry, down to about 1.5 minutes.
The 6-yard carry just short of the first down marker. It is now 4th and 1.
As we tick down to just about 1 minute to play, the clock strikes midnight here in Glassboro, New Jersey. Quite possibly one of the longest football games I've ever had the pleasure of calling, or at least it feels like it. As Glassboro runs this one up the gut.
Kingston Moore rushes.
You're going to have about
for
one
a
more play to run,
Glassboro first down.
if I'm not mistaken. And that's going to be the final for tonight's contest. Down under 30 seconds now. Glassboro is going to improve their win streak to a New Jersey State record 28 over the last 3 seasons as they take a knee to finish this one out. The Bulldogs find victory once again. And Immaculata gets dealt their first loss of the season.
Your final score.
Coach Dallas Whitaker is going to have to wait another week to find his first win at his alma mater. As this one goes final here, Glassboro Bulldogs 40, Immaculata Spartans 20. That's our final here at Rowan University. Coach Richard Walker Stadium. And that is all she wrote for us here.
And please,
make sure to join us here on UCTV next week for our home opener against St. Joseph's by the Sea. I believe that's Friday at 7 p.m. Friday at 7 p.m. is going to be when the Spartans are back in action, week 1. It's going to be home at Torpy. So we see him shaking hands. We're going to give shout-outs one more time to all of our sponsors tonight. First, going to start off, thank you so much to Sorellis Pizza and Pasta, also the sponsors of the post-game meal, as I recall correctly. Check them out over in White House Station, New Jersey. Station Center Mall, 547 Route 22 East. Ace Endico, appreciate you guys, the Fine Foods purveyor and distributor in Westchester and Putnam counties. They deliver to restaurants, specialty shops, country clubs, and businesses throughout the Northeast. Thank you to Farrah Landscape Design, and might I add, quite a nice commercial to throw in there. Great to see you all do your stuff a couple times tonight. Give them a call over at 908-809-8366. Visit them at farrahlandscapedesign.com. Thank you to Ferreira and all the work you do. Appreciate you shouting us out and working with us here at UCTV. Thomas Chiccarone here at tcsellsnj.com. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, call Tom over at Coldwell Banker Realty. And last but not least, Rita's of Bridgewater and Bridgewater 202. Check them out across the street from the Prince Rogers baseball field and over at 726 Route 202, Building 300. And our donation sponsors, once a Spartan, always a sponsor. Thank you so much to our class of 1971 individuals, John Ancelotti and Mike Liskovitz, for your support here on UCTV. Thank you all once again so much. As we see the shot there of the Spartans on the field. Getting their talk from Coach Dallas Whitaker. I can tell you one thing. I'm pretty sure he's telling them to be ready for next Friday night, because that's the only thing that matters is next game. Thank you, everybody at home, so much for joining us here on UCTV. We'll be back with you next Friday. Thank you for sticking with us in the wee hours of Saturday morning. Have a good night, or should I say a good morning. God bless.